Hi guys, Varun here from Phone and here I have the Apple iPhone 6s for an unboxing today. This is all new version in rose gold, the special new color added this year. So this is a retail box pretty similar to the iPhone box of last year, but as you can see the color in the front reflects the color of the phone itself. So this is the rose gold. You have I think something like a fish here in rose gold color. So as you can see, this is the model number A1688, which supports both the band 3 and band 40 LTE bands in India. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside the box. So let's open it up. Can't wait to take a look at the rose gold color. Here we have it. Wow, it's not pink but rose gold, very unique color. So this is the phone itself. Feels slightly heavier. I think it's about 14 grams heavier so than the iPhone 6. So we'll take a look side by side with the iPhone 6 in a second. So let's quickly take a look at what else is in the box. Let's actually power the phone up in the meanwhile. Yeah, let it be powering up, and let's actually take a look at what else is here. You have the same old earpods, nothing new here. Earpods in a case. So this seems new. The water adapter seems to be different this year. It's a different country though. That's not the real issue here, but you can see the width is much more this year, and there's this snugly fit for the thumb and the finger as well on the plug this time. As it is an imported unit, it's not the standard US or Europe pin. Need to figure out what pin this actually is. I think it seems like a Chinese plug. This one. We'll figure that out. And then you have the same lightning cable for connecting to the power brick. And let's actually take a look at what else is here. So you have the SIM ejector tool for taking out the nano SIM card, and you have the 6S welcome simple info here. No rose gold stickers here. It's just a normal white Apple sticker, and that's about it. As all Apple products, very little or minimal paperwork. So that's that. So let's put this aside and take a look at the phone now. So it says hello, slide to setup. So you're trying to actually set up the device, and as you can see here, it's showing the restore screen. So you can actually restore from an iCloud backup from a previous iPhone or from your iTunes backup. You can set it up as a new iPhone, or then you see a new feature here. You can actually move data from an Android device, which is actually interesting because actually Apple has gone ahead and made an Android app which lets you move data from an Android phone to an iPhone. We'll actually see how that works in a different video, but for now we'll set this up as a new phone. Probably we'll set up later. Alright, let's actually get rid of the plastic on the back and on the front. Our favorite moment, getting the plastic off the phones. So as you can see, looks pretty much similar to the iPhone 6 from the front, but on the sides you see the rose gold color. Kind of liking it actually. Seems less intrusive than the gold. We have the gold 6 here for a comparison. So this is the rose gold versus the gold. Okay, can't really make out if it's actually heavier, but it's actually heavier. So actually let's quickly try out the new Touch ID. So it's laser fast. So as you can see here, it's the screen. That's it. So that's really cool. I mean, you see this turned on the, I powered on the phone from, I locked the phone and then just pressed on it and it's unlocked. It's really faster now. So let's quickly take a look at what else is cool here. Let's get started with what's new in the new iPhone 6s. So first up, the color, as I told you before, this is the rose gold color, beautiful color, and it moves up from the other colors up. So we have the space gray 6 plus here. We also showed you the gold 6 before. So the only color left out now is the silver, which is not very impressive, to be honest, in terms of an iPhone color option. So the rose gold is probably the new favorite amongst even both men and women. Initially people thought it is a pink, but it's not a pink, although it's a shade of pink, it's rose gold. And so that's the cool new feature for the, although it's even a color, it's created so much noise considering it's an Apple product. it's created so much noise about the color. So the next really coolest feature on the iPhone 6s series is the new 3D touch. As you can see here, I just long pressed or kind of did a deep press on the icon here, and you see app centric shortcuts being offered, which is pretty cool. So wow, so you can actually do directions to home, mark my location, send my location, all from clicking on the maps icon. You can click on the camera icon and take a selfie. So record video, record slow-mo, take a photo, all that can be done right from here. So if you long press on Safari for that matter, you can actually open up a new tab, show bookmarks, or you can create a new contact. So all this is pretty cool actually. Once you've set up the phone, we'll be showing you more, but just to show you out of the box, it feels really nice. It feels like a right click on your Mac trackpad or even a Windows PC. So it doesn't work on all icons. It only works on apps which support the 3D touch or Force Touch feature. Apple calls it 3D touch, but probably the industry name for it is Force Touch. So that's that. And the cameras have been vastly improved. So as you can see here, you have the new live photos mode here on the camera, so which lets you record 1.5 seconds of footage before and after the photo, very similar to what HTC did with their Zoe some time back. But obviously Apple is one which makes it really popular. The adoption is going to be crazy, and that's something we are going to be checking out. And also the camera is bumped up to 12 megapixels now instead of the old 8 megapixels on the 6s. Also it's now capable of recording 4K video in the video mode. So it records video in 4K. On the front camera, you have from 2 megapixels now up to 5 megapixels on the front facing camera. It also has this new retina flash. We'll actually try that out in a second. So let's say on, and say you saw that the battery, the screen actually flashes to act like a flash. Not the best flash out there, but yes, I think in extremely dark conditions it would really work. And yeah, so that's the camera. So video, 4K video is actually possible on the iPhone 6s. And in case you're worried, there is settings in the photos and camera section. You can actually choose to record video either at 720p. Finally, Apple has kind of enabled it, I guess, in the OS. You can even record it in 4K at 30 fps, or even at 60 fps at 1080p, or 30 fps at 720p. So powering the new iPhones are the new Apple A9 chip and the M9 Core processor. Apple claims it's 70% faster than the previous gen processor in terms of performance, and the GPU is about 50% faster than the previous generation in terms of performance. I think it feels snappier for sure, but how much we can't really say. But seems faster, considering Apple has added the new 3D touch and a faster fingerprint sensor too. I think the faster processor would come in handy. And it does feel slightly heavier, as I said before, and it's slightly thicker too, about 2 mm thicker than the iPhone 6, the 6s. And I think it will not be very noticeable on the 6, but probably more noticeable on the 6s Plus, considering it's a heavier phone and also a larger phone. Also, for the first time, I think the iPhone 6 is supporting a wide variety of LTE bands. Apple announced at the launch event that they're supporting about 23 LTE bands on a single device. And this device we have here is not even a phone made for India. It's probably made for Europe or Asia, but it supports band 3 and band 40 out of the box. And that's a pretty cool feature to have, considering LTE is something which is going to be rolled out in India and across the world in the coming years, and it's always good to have an iPhone supporting those fast LTE networks. So the battery on the inside is slightly smaller, but Apple claims that the battery life is pretty much same as the previous gen iPhone. We found out about the battery strength from the iFixit report, where they did a teardown of the iPhone 6s and 6 Plus and figured out that the battery was smaller in terms of capacity. But Apple has said that you can get about 14 hours of 3G talk time and 10 hours of 3G internet usage on the 6s. We'll actually test that out, and you can check out our battery test later in the coming weeks. But that was a quick unboxing and first look of the all new iPhone 6s coming to India soon. Do stay tuned to our channel if you want to get more info about the iPhone 6s and other cool products launching in the market too. So do it, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video.